Hello guys, every good name is taken here and welcome back to another video. And today we got 3 replays for you, 3 really good replays in fact. And all of them were played by GNEIS, all 3. And it's actually just 2 people. We're gonna see OG Project in the first one here in his Fush. And he's playing on Neville Frontier. And we will see him in the second game as well in the Fush. And that will be the third game though, to have some variety. We're gonna have the new light tank, the tier 10 British one, by NIM Project later. So for now, let's just have a look here. He's currently aiming there, puts a great shot into the mouse, already put his first clip in. This team not doing the smartest of all things. We have a look here, that mouse is there. And there's this heavy tank back there as well, the IS-8. So, not that great, but it's manageable, I think. And not a lot has happened other than those 2 opening shots. And he's gonna reposition here in the hopes of either flanking or maybe finding the PTA, who I believe hasn't been spotted yet. And that's a good idea. I mean, you want to go for those flanking maneuvers. If there's no one spotted anyway, you think you should take it. And he's coming up on the 268 here. Loads the HE. Doesn't aim long enough apparently, and messes up its shot. Only does 200. And gets quite a big low roll there. With a second shot, 480 out of 560 alpha damage is not too great. And nothing you really are looking forward to. The PTA might still be stuck according to his hit points, so it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. But it seems that he is fully upgraded. Puts a great third person shot into him, aims in for the second. Score's already 0-2, he has to be careful as the tanks are gonna come from the back soon. So it's not looking all too good for him currently. 57 heavy is gonna be supporting him now, and can he actually do? Okay, he can. Very interesting way to get out of that position. It avoided him getting spotted from that PTA, so it gets a thumbs up from me. And there he is. He's gonna get his first shot and gets a low roll again. RNG really not with him in this game, as it seems. And can he get the PTA? Tortoise has been picked up by the mouse, so that is something. And we might be able to clear that PTA here, if he can turn quick enough. He misses its snapshot, and so he is not able to clear him just yet. But he probably should in the near future. Score's now 2-4, he's already up to 2.8k damage. So far the round has been okay, damage-wise. Nothing too special, but trust me, it's gonna get better. I only saw the results for these games, so all I'm saying is, again, my reaction will be as realistic as it can be, as I'm seeing this game for the first time. And he's gonna pick up that projector there, unless the mouse does so instead. Puts the mouse on the side and is on a reload once again, now up to 4k damage. It's just him and the mouse left, who already so far picked up all the kills on his team, and now he's in a 1v3 situation here. He still is very helpful and healthy, so that's gonna be helping him a lot out in the long run. Puts his first heat into the mouse, is gonna shoot a second one. Gets a max roll as well, and as we could see there, the E75 is still full HP. The E3 is now a 2-shot. The mouse could get even rammed to death, possibly. And is on 2 hit points, misses its snapshot there, has loaded the HE. So that's a bit unfortunate. Loads the heat. Good pen. Didn't matter if he shot AP or not, as he was not a 1-shot anyway. So going for the safer shot is of course a smart idea. He took a shot for that in return, but I think it's worth it considering the amount of hit points that he still had left. And the E3 really doesn't seem to like him all too much. Also, I must apologize if you can hear my cat in the background. We just got him. so he's quite fresh and still shouts on some stuff. So apologies there. Back to the game though, he's putting his first shot into the E75. Preferably he would of course want to shoot the E3 if he can. And is he getting that opportunity? He does. Bounces the APCR from the E3 as well. Very good patience. He's gonna angle up on this E75 now. Puts his gun up in the air as well to kind of block his cupola, and it has worked out for him. And AP should normally be enough there, but it seems that it wasn't quite, so next shot just gonna be heat through the upper plate. And there's the mouse. He saw that one as well and has to move forward now. The E75 just fired, so he still had some time to reposition. He's not a two-shot yet, other than if he low roll high rolls like crazy. Maybe even gets a max roll preferably. Doesn't get what he wanted and is instantly going into a reload again. Smart idea. Definitely, as he will need two shots anyway. He wants to use one for the mouse, maybe even just clear him right away and reload. As the mouse is in very low hit points, not sure where he went. Maybe he dropped down again. But he is a one-shot now for both E75 and mouse if they decide to fire AP rounds. Mouse is spotted, great HE, and he is instantly reloading, as I guess. He only has 30 seconds left though, so he has to be quick if he wants to get this win. And a possible 8k damage round here, which... it's quite the result, right? Personally, I've never reached 8k, so big respect to everyone who does. E75 bounces a shot. He has all the time in the world, which is 6 seconds, and so aim lower plate. And he shot the heat as well to just make sure. E3 is still blaming him, but he won the game 1v3. He supported his team beautifully. And I don't really see any misplays here by OG. Formerly known as Albedo, by the way, in any case someone is wondering. He did 8.2k damage, 1.8k base experience. Amazing game. The shot ratio as well was not too bad. I mean, he only bounced one shot. The force is not the most accurate, so he missed some. But in the end, he did an amazing job. Yeah, he did a great job. And let's move straight on to the next battle here, which is actually currently Hall of Fame #1 by Nim Product. For the Vickers Light, the T10 new British light tank that just was introduced yesterday. And yeah, let's see how he can play this tank on Canal. According to Wargaming, this is more of the sniping light tank, even though it has the highest view range because of the gun characteristics that this tank has. So let's just jump right into it, right? So Canal, probably one of the best maps out there if you want to just consider it from the perspective of all tank classes. You can send a tank for a certain playstyle to pretty much any position, or in a position that it's, well, meant to be with that playstyle. And he's gonna go up and into the corner. Not sure if his plan is to spot or if it is to do some sniping. Either, as long as he's effective, of course, should be fine. Puts his first into the heavy tanks down there and has seen this heavy here. KPF has to be careful, trades one, and has his adrenaline pop. He can't HE that. So just an APCR will have to do. He's gonna be flanking the KPF have to turn to 2 angles if he wants to still be able to do some damage, and gets picked up by him. Already up to 1.7k damage so far, and yep, he's gonna go up for now. I mean, not a bad idea. He's attempting to not get spotted whilst he fires. Pretty sensible move to do so far. We don't know where the TDs are, so it makes no sense to rush in just quite yet. I mean, you could rush into the ditch on the ramp, but that's a bit risky because they have 3 tank destroyers, none of which have been spotted to all that I know. So If anyone wants to complain, then you just aren't as good as these people. No, those two are really good players, and they really know what to do. And so yeah, nice HE there into the side of the 263. He might be able to see that medium tank if you have a look at the minimap right there. 54, he has seen him now as well, and he does have an angle. Oh, that was weird. That was a really weird shot. Alright, APCR should hit, as Wargaming said. Quite an accurate tank. Good for sniping, in case you need to. And I mean, he's doing damage, so there's no reason to complain about his playstyle or position, as long as he's effective. It shouldn't matter. He could even sit where the type is, as long as he does damage, it's fine. But he's just taking a more safe approach to this. Not quite able to pen that E100 there with his heat rounds. And he just keeps hitting the gun mentally, so that's a bit frustrating. Let's see if we can hit the next one. Yes, we can. Type has been picked up by a tank destroyer. That's what I was talking about. He got baited by that E100. Score is now 1-3 so far. It's not looking all too good in terms of the score, but he has already done 4,000 damage, which is pretty damn nice. Hits the cupola of that type and bounces with heat. Quite an interesting result. That's another HE. That was quite the low roll. I think the HE has like 400 alpha and he did 360. That's a bit disappointing. APCR is gonna do the job there fine. So ammo decision or ammo choice here is really good. Shooting heat on the T-54 is also fine, but he has to be careful because he's starting to run out of ammo. Another APCR into him as well. And he's supporting his team. I mean, he's doing damage. Has to help out the motion now with the VKP. Those are going to be some tough shots. He has loaded the heat. Might switch back. Yep. And now up to 6k. The 54 is not as effective, even though he's further down the road. He's not doing any damage, so he's doing his job here pretty well, I would say. And now he can finally use his HE on this waffle, because he's really running low on ammo. 5 APCR, 9 heat. That was a 400 alpha damage. And now let me remind you, there's only one tank in the enemy team that does have the ability to have a 400 alpha gun, which is the T-30. Meaning, we do know for a fact that he is not fully equipped. I think he used the wrong repair kit there, but it doesn't matter, as he had to use a second as well. And they are able to pick him up. Now, one of you might say HE was unnecessary there. Yes, I agree, but he doesn't have a lot of APCR left. So just using it because you have it is definitely the better option there. Puts one more into the 54. And it's really getting troublesome here. Does not pen the side of that BKP, and down to 3 APCR now, 9 heat. Again, not able to pen. I think these shots might be crucial here. There's still the T-30. The 54 is just not doing any damage whatsoever right now. And he can't peek. The VKP has fired, so does pick up the 54. Nice job there. There's still a lot of tanks to kill there. Still the E100, the VKP here, and the T-30 from the enemy team. That has not yet been spotted, I believe. There's the E100, so we know the T-30 is in the cap. And he is looking to get him here with his heat in the turret. Has to be careful, of course. He might get clapped by that E100 if he's not paying attention. Oh, E100 has missed its shot. Lower plate. Come on, aim it. Nice. VKP has shot him as well, so he's now down to 44 hit points. He cannot take any more damage. If he didn't take that VKP shot, he might have been able to survive a T-30 hit, as he has the 400 alpha gun. Time is running low now as well, and so is the hit points and ammo of them, so everything is running out here. 30 seconds left on the clock, so this might not even be a win anymore. quite possibly just a draw. BKB is able to snipe him out, and the T30 gets the T54. And that's a quite unfortunate loss right there. Now some might say that is his fault. I wouldn't say so. He did his job. He did damage constantly. So wherever his position was didn't matter because he did damage. The 54 at the end kind of flopped it. Seems to be more of a new player. So yeah, that's really big yikes. He could have done like, I don't know, maybe 10k if he got all of that T30. So yeah, 10 on this tank, not too great over distance as it's APCR. And some shots just not penning as they should have. So really unlucky game here for him. Not able to win in his Vickers Light, but Hall of Fame #1. Congrats to that nonetheless. And let's get into the last game of today, which is again OG Project, and once again in his Foch. But this time it's Mason Ruins. Now, Mason Ruins is not the best map for tank destroyers. It gets even worse for tank destroyers without a turret. So let's see how OG is going to be approaching this one. There's 3 TDs on both sides. And with a lot of mediums and lights as well. Only 1 heavy tank per team. So not a lot of hit points here. And yeah, as you saw from the other 2 games, this will be a high one as well. And so let's see where he's getting that damage from. Because there's not a lot of heavies to farm. As we of course all know, the heavy HP buff has increased the ability to higher damage games in general. So let's just hope that, or not hope, but let's just see how he will overcome the lack of heavy tanks. With his skill. Or maybe some better RNG than last game. And he has outspotted that medium down there. Quite an interesting feat, considering the tank destroyers don't have the best view range. But I think the camouflage there saved them. And no one so far other than that 62A has been spotted. The pattern is currently capping the base. He wants to end this quickly, but I'm not assuming this will happen. OG now here shooting that T57 heavy. Waiting for the grill to come out is just a bit too patient. And too bold of a move to do. He's just hoping to do his last shot in. He's gonna put it on this Death Star here. Smart target choice for his last shell is on a reload. Of course, the reload of the Foch. Not all too long with his 13.6 seconds here. I'm assuming he's using calibrated shells. But of course, I could be wrong. Maybe OG, if you're watching, you could let us know in the chat, of course, and the comment section. 1 into the 57 is gonna put the second one in as well. And already up to 2.2k damage. And yeah, team is not looking too good again. They are behind 1 tank. After clearing that Sheridan, 57 heavy on the enemy team. Sheridan here bouncing a shot. And it's gonna take another one. Right ahead is ramming into the Foch as well. Not sure what he is doing in general. Takes one from the grill now. Bounces again. He might get the ram kill here. Actually does so. Really nice. There comes the next attender. E50M gets tracked. Not sure if he needed to use that repair kit there as he was still able to shoot him. But it's fine. Go for the lower plate. He chose to shoot heat instead into the turret, even though the lower plate was visible. And it was a max roll, so you missed out on some damage there, OG. Better luck next time. But as we can already see, let me just highlight this once he has taken a shot. Look at the armor layout here, or the armor highlighter. Ah, that's beautiful. Yeah. So far, it's just him and the other 2 tank destroyers in his team. Or his 1 tank destroyer now. Versus 2 mediums and a tank destroyer, and that's not looking all too good considering he's with a Yak Panzer, so they both have no turret. And The Jagdpanzer's not that mobile, as we know, of course. He gets the E50M out of the game. I'm gonna shoot one into the side of the Jag here. Now already up to 6k damage, 2k blocked, and is now alone against 2 enemies once again. Just the 62A is approaching. We do see him coming here. Puts one shot into him. Is gonna go for a ram here to ensure that he's a one shot. Definitely a smart thing to do. Gets the kill on him. And now it's just a Jagdpanzer, whom we know that he is a potential 2-shot here. But of course we have to get him either off guard or get a free shot into him. Otherwise, it's unlikely that the Jag is gonna pen. But of course he could be angling and try to create a bounce, but we'll have to wait and see until that happens. And yeah, he's just gonna take his sweet time, probably gonna set him an ambush somewhere. Which is what I would be doing, like sitting right here in the bush, maybe seeing if he's going to enter the cap or if he just gets spotted out of pure his movements. But he's deciding to go completely around, probably expecting the Jag to be in the middle, so he wants to exactly counter that by going in from behind. And yeah, still 2 minutes left, so his speed boost is gonna be recharging anytime soon as well. And the Jagdpanzer make the mistake. He is now in the cap. He has given the information to OG where he is located, which is not a smart thing to do if you are in a 1v1, because you're basically giving your enemy a free chance to attack from any position they want that will be most favorable for them, meaning it's not good for you. And as the Jag has no turret, he can't really defend himself either. OG here is gonna be coming in, gonna shoot the cupola most likely. Gets a penning shot and a nice high roll as well. So he just needs to roll average to be able to clear him. Does go for the heat instead, just make sure he does the damage. Now on 18 hit points and a dead gunner, the Jag has not a lot of choices left. So OG's best bet here is to load HE. The Jag makes the mobility mistake though and gets cleared. So another great game here from OG. 4 kills, another 8k damage round, 8.3k actually. Just an amazing game as well, just like the others. 1.7k base experience here as well. And yeah, mind you not, these 2 Fosh games have been played on the same day, I believe, or 1 day apart. I mean, we're just 1 day into the update, so these games basically happened within 1 day. So GG to both of you, and just showcasing the skill of GNEIS a bit more. Yeah, just as a short information for those watching the video, I won't be streaming today. I might have already streamed depending on when this video came out. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this one and see you all again next time. Bye bye.